Hello everyone, my name is Aniela Plenario. I'm part of the EFST team and I will be presenting this review of Scalping V6. The product owner and mentor for this project is Dr. Masood Sujati. Scalping V6 is the scalping expert advisor for the effort project. The naming of it originates from the first EFST team, and our team decided to continue using the same naming scheme. I will be focusing more on the trading signal module. This module, named Triple Signal, contains all the logic for deciding when to buy or when to sell. The module was made using the MQL5 standard library through the process of extending the expert signal class and modifying a few of the functions. This video is intended to walk through the code and show where changes should be made if anything is to be added, deleted, or modified. At the very top, starting at line 14, we have a commented out segment that the wizard parses and uses when creating an expert advisor. Things such as the module name and any externally modifiable parameters are contained within this segment. This segment must be formatted correctly in order for it to generate the way it should, meaning that no information can exceed the outer bounds. Any data before or after the equal sign must have no spaces. The input for the parameters must be divided by the comma, and again, no spaces before or after that. The wizard has an ending and starting flag denoted in line 14 for the start and 29 for the end. Within our triple signal class, starting at line 36, we have some variables and functions. Firstly, we have our indicators starting at line 40 to 44. And these tell us the exponential moving average over a certain period. We then have the variables that will contain the value for its respective indicator. Following that, we have the constructor, destructor, and methods for assigning a value to the period variables I just mentioned. We check for correctness of the variables using the validation settings, meaning that fast EMA has to be smaller period than the medium EMA, and the medium must be smaller than the slow, and so on. We then initialize the indicators here in line 69. Then after that, we have functions to get the data from the indicators. This data is the actual exponential moving average at a given time, and the data gets used later. Here, lines 71 to 75. Then we have the indicators getting created and initialized with all the necessary information shown here, lines 82 to 86. Over here in the constructor, we have the default values given to the indicators. Our validation settings function. And then we have the first initialization for one of the indicators. There's these if statements that are just checking for different things, making sure that any data that was given to it is not incorrect. Then we have this MQL param type, and it's an array with 4 values. Each value gets assigned 2 different things, a type, and then the actual value. So here we have a type string, and then the value for that string. For example, here we have these 2 lines, set the period, it's a type int, and then we give the value for the period, so on. We have the shift and then the moving average method. And then we have similar functions to initialize other indicators. The only difference is the value for the period changes. Moving on to the long condition function here in line 362, which is just the buy condition. And all we need for this is the close price and the exponential moving average over the different periods. Shown here, the close price, line 366, and then the 367 to 371, we have the values for the exponential moving averages. And the logic gets done in the if statements. and a signal strength that is at first 0 gets changed to 100 if it meets the buy condition. This variable signal can be any number from 0 to 100, indicating how likely the expert advisor should buy or sell in the short condition function. Currently, we only use one binary pattern that is either a buy or it isn't. If more patterns need to be added, you can do so in the same function. Then similarly to long condition, we have the short condition, and it represents the signal for selling. The functionality is the same. The only thing that changes is the logic in the conditional statements. And that wraps up this overview for trading signal code for the Scalping Expert Advisor. Again, my name is Aniel Bolinario. This is my contact information if you have any questions. And this is the contact information for the product owner and mentor, Dr. Masood Sajadi. Thank you.